Right, so hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos today, and today we're going to be looking at action cameras. In particular for me, we're going to be looking at GoPros and how we can manipulate them, how we can use them to make epic content for YouTube. So we're going to start off looking at cameras. This is my favourite camera in the world, even I like it better than the one that I'm filming this on. It's absolutely amazing. It is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. If you want to know more about this camera and about all the amazing features on it, go click up there. There will be a video all about this camera when I got it. There'll be testing things in there, everything in there. Go click on that video up in the top right hand corner and it'll all be explained to you. But the thing is, this camera's quite expensive. It's about £350 at the moment. I think you can get a bundle for about £350, which comes with some mounts. It comes with a spare battery, which we'll get onto later on. So it's quite a good little bundle, but still £350. That's really expensive. So this is the one I started out with. It's the GoPro Hero Session. It's not even the Hero 4 Session. It's the original Session. And it's been beat up, as you can see by the back of the thing. It's been absolutely beat up to crap, and the screen's cracked and everything. I have used this little thing. This little thing was amazing. When I got it, I thought it was the bee's knees. I thought it was the absolutely amazing thing out there. But now after having this, I never use this. I might use it the odd time that I go airsofting and strap it to the front of the gun, but I'll never take this there. This is just the spare camera. If something goes wrong with that and I need to get a video out, I'll use this thing. So if you're starting out making YouTube videos or filming Instagram clips for your Instagram on your bike, I'd fully recommend one of these. They're going for about 150 quid refurbished on Amazon at the moment. But if you want to dive in the deep end or you've got the money, I'd definitely recommend you get one of these. These are the best action camera on the market, I think, at the moment. GoPro have been doing it for a long time, so they know exactly what they're doing. Or if you don't want to get this and you don't want to get this, I'd go for somewhere in the middle. I'd go for maybe a GoPro Hero 5 or even a 6. I think the 6 is the best one for the cheapest. I want to go for the 5. The microphone's not the best on it and the image stabilization is not the best. Or the 7. The 7's going for quite cheap at the moment, but I'd fully recommend you get a GoPro to start out. It's really simple. The app's really simple. The interface on the back of the GoPro and the nice big touchscreen on the 8s and from the 5 upwards, it's absolutely amazing. And the build quality of these, you could throw it downstairs. I've thrown this one downstairs. I've thrown it off my bike once when I fell off, but these are absolutely indestructible little guys and I'd fully recommend them. So guys, let's talk about mounts. So this little guy is a Manfrotto mini tripod made in Italy. These things are indestructible. I absolutely love the build quality of them. The way that they move around, the way that they fix onto things, they just snap in place. It's so nice and so satisfying, and I'll never find anything as good as this. In fact, it's the one that I'm using to film this video on. Now I've got a larger version. It's like, I think it's the Manfrotto Go or something like that. It's not the big fluid head tripod, it's just a little one that I use for my videos because I wanted an upgrade from the one I used to use from Curry's PC World. But I think this one is absolutely amazing. I use it for, when I did vlogging back in the day. I used this on the bottom of the Canon camera, and it's just absolutely amazing. You can just whip it out at the side of the trail, screw your GoPro to the top of it with one of these little adapters, which takes the little GoPro proprietary connector to, it's not really proprietary anymore, they came up with it, but lots of people are stealing it these days, which it's alright because you can use lots of different things with it. Like this is third party, this isn't stock GoPro stuff because it is ridiculously expensive. So you take your 3.5, no it's not 3.5, so you take, I think it's like a 1/4 inch thread and it goes on there and you whack the GoPro on top, put it at the side of the trails, get some great little filming with it. So I think that's one of my favourite little off-bike filming ways to do it. Another favourite little off-bike ways to do it is, this is not really to do with biking, but say if you wanted some B-roll or something for a video, like you're in the car or you drive into a biking destination, you can whack this on the side of your car, whack this on the front of your car, put your GoPro on top of it, and you can get like a great little time lapse or a hyper lapse or even some slow-mo of doing things. I think it's an absolute great little thing that you can get in a pack. I got all of my mounts for about £25. I think about 50 mounts in it, and there'll be a link in the description. I really highly recommend it. I've never really broken anything with it, and it's been really good. So Now we're getting on to on-bike mounts, so things that actually go on the bike frame and not fixed to me, not are off the bike, or actually on the bike. And this has got to be my favourite. This has got to be the number one. It goes underneath the bottom tube right here, underneath the down tube. Oh my god, it gets some absolutely amazing little shots. I've never actually taken this underneath the down tube. I've only ever taken this, and I'll run some clips now. That was some clips from the bottom of it. I think it just looks like absolutely amazing. You can see all the forks working and the wheel turning. So I really recommend that you try out this little mount. I think it's absolutely amazing. You can also put it higher up on the frame and get a shot of you pedaling, which I think is equally a really, really good shot. So other shots we're going to talk about now is the helmet shot. So you can put it underneath your visor like this, which I think looks quite minimalistic and quite good. Another on-body shot you can also do is put it on the chest rig. So I don't have the chest rig on me right now, but I'll put some B-roll over the top. So this is the chest rig. You can move it, you can pivot it up and down. As you can see, it doesn't stick out that much, but it is quite comfortable to wear. Lots of people are scared of it because you've got your sternum here. And when you have a GoPro on here, lots of people are scared. Oh, if you go and fall, you've got a big piece of plastic there and it's going to jab into you and break your sternum. I'm not really that scared. I'm not one of the people who is actually scared of that, but I think it's Camelback. I'll put a picture on the screen now. Make an absolutely great sternum protector, which goes onto the hydration pack at the back with a little GoPro mount at the front, which I think is absolutely amazing for any of you scaredy cats. I don't think you're really scaredy cats. You've got a valid point there because it could do some damage. So as I showed you before, we've got this little GoPro adapter to our 1/4 inch thread, which I think is absolutely amazing. When you get a GoPro, you need lots of these little guys, or any action camera, you need lots of little bolts like that. This is another really good one. It's called, I think it's the J hook or something like that. You can put it on and you can get different shots, like you can get it that close together and different things like that. But with this one, with my GoPro, it's got this nice little snappy bit there. So this little bit here means that these little two legs that get it out of the mount can't come apart, so you'll never lose it. And I like one of the big things on this camera for the mounting options. I think it's amazing that you can just take it off really quickly, fold the little fingers in and put it on the desk or put it wherever to get the shots. Instead of putting like the Session, you have to get in the case, you have to lock the case in place, you have to tighten it up, and you have to do all of that. This, you can just whack the little fingers up, put it on the desk, which I think is absolutely amazing. So now on to one of the biggest topics when you buy an action camera. The battery life is all right on them in the warm. As soon as it gets cold, as soon as it gets 2 degrees, which it is right now, the battery lives go crap. I think I can get about 1 ride in with these batteries. So these batteries with the GoPro take up literally the majority of the GoPro's form factor. And I think they're all right for size and for weight and things. But the charge isn't that good and it doesn't keep it that much. So I always recommend always have 1 spare battery. And another really good place to keep them warm, always keep them in your pocket. When you've got a spare battery and you're on the trails with them, don't put them in your hydration pack. Put them in a little Ziploc baggie so they don't get any water or moisture, and whack it in your pocket because it's warm, it's near your groin, it's touching your skin, and it'll be nice and warm. This is a really good shout. This is a really good buy here. It is the GoPro dual charger. So when I get home from a ride and I've got 2 empty batteries, I just whack them straight in here on my shelf and they charge straight up simultaneously, which is absolutely amazing. Instead of putting 1 battery in, charging it up, taking it out, other one in, charging it up, it just wastes time. And if I can get something done a lot quicker like that, and it's got little LED indicators there, which will show either red, orange or green, I highly recommend get as many of these as you can. If you get 20 of them, it's great, you'll get a full day of riding. But I think the maximum that you'll probably need on a day is probably about 5 or 6, so that's probably all you'll need. I take 2 with me, which usually lasts me because I don't film everything of the day. I just film little segments that I want to film, but that's a really great thing to do with your batteries. So now let's talk about editing. Editing is a controversial topic of what editing software that you use. Find one and stick with it. Learn with it and stay with it forever, I think. I'm sticking with Premiere Pro. I really like the flexibility of it, all the different packs and LUTs packs and everything that you can put on it. It's absolutely amazing. If you want to go and buy, I think it's Final Cut Pro on Mac, go and buy that and get started using that, but that is 300 quid. But you might say to me, you have to pay monthly fees for Premiere Pro, but I don't mind that. I really like Premiere Pro, I really like using it, and I've used it ever since I started making like seriously good, well not seriously good, but serious YouTube videos. But if you don't want to spend money on your editing softwares, which I highly recommend you don't at the start, Mac and Windows both offer amazing softwares. Mac's got iMovie on it, which a lot of YouTubers just use iMovie. It's an amazing software that you can use. Nothing wrong with it. All the different add-ons and colour corrections you can do in it. I think it's an amazing free software. If you go over to Windows, you got Windows Movie Maker, which isn't as good as the free option on Macintosh, which is iMovie. So I'd rather you get a Mac, not just because it's a Mac and it's Apple. The editing software on it is like really good. So the final thing that we are going to talk about in this little video is going to be thumbnails, and thumbnails for the videos, thumbnails for the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube videos. Which ones stand out to you? If you go on your YouTube feed, the recommended, what stands out, what pops out to you? Say if it was like a bright green like on my thumbnails, you see it and you know what's there, you want to read the text, you want to look at the picture. It's in that kind of order that you want to do it. You want to read the text, look at the picture, pops out at you. But and then if you had something like, say, if I did a thumbnail with me like that now, like that as a thumbnail, it's just a kid sitting there doing nothing, putting his hands in the air. It's got nothing, got no creative story behind it, and it doesn't pop out. Does that pop out to you, or does the actual thumbnail that you clicked on of this video pops out to you with the text there and a picture there? It just pops out to you more. Or as different people do, they do text down there or text up there. Or as long as it pops out and you've got vibrant colours like yellows, greens. No, I wouldn't go to reds if it's like a dark red or dark blues or bright blues. I'd go to and a nice bright colours, I think. And it really pops out the thumbnail and you want to click on it. So that was my little thumbnail top tips. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's in a different place and I know it's a different style of video, but I thought I'd do this kind of video. I'd show you how I film my videos and I'd show you what my favourite little tips and tricks to film the videos are, and basically give you a little course on how I do it, and you can apply that to your learning and can you apply that to your videos as well. So this has been my video on my favourite action cameras, my favourite mounts, my favourite everything to do with them. Tell me what your favourite things are down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to feature one of them comments on my next video. So I hope you've enjoyed this video once again, guys. My name's been Ellis. My next video will probably be a Bikeport Wales video. So as I say, my name's been Ellis. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to keep on riding and keep on smiling.